Start. Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavat Padam Shankaram Loka Shankaram. Today we are picking up another chapter of Brihadaranyaka Upanishad. It's called Madhukanda. Madhukanda means Madhu is honey. Chapter on honey, honey of life. So honey is a sweetness. The sweetness of life is the essential sweetness of life is the title of the chapter. So there is a small story for this about this chapter. The Madhu Vidya means the knowledge of wisdom of honey. So what is this wisdom of honey? Brahman, or the supreme reality, is what we seek. All of us seek, because Brahman is compared to honey. All living beings are seeking their essence, the essence of life called Brahman or honey. How they seek? All of us are seeking for happiness. Constantly we are seeking for happiness, and the supreme happiness is Brahman. So that seeking of happiness is given in the form of an analogy or an example, in the form of honeybees collecting honey from various flowers. Okay. So Brahman is nothing but awareness. Awareness has no attributes. There's no way you can indicate, no way you can objectify Brahman or awareness. But through story form, through telling in a story form, the Rishi is indicating the essence of life called Brahman. This is a way, this is a technique of pointing our attention to the supreme reality. The moment we say honey, we get attracted. Oh, sweetness. So what is the greatest sweetness which we can have? What is supreme bliss which we can have? So about that attention, you have to you take your attention to take the attention to that. The name of the chapter is Madhukanda, or teaching about the honey of life. Initially, this wisdom was with the Devendra, the king of gods. The king of God was the disciple of Brahaspati Acharya, the greatest teacher. Devendra had this secret of Madhuvidya, the honey of life. Okay. He taught this to his disciple called Atharvana Rishi. He gave the secret of Madhuvidya. Madhuvidya is nothing but Brahma Vidya or knowledge of Brahman to Atharvana Rishi. So Atharvana Rishi and told Atharvana Rishi that you are not supposed to teach it to anybody. If you teach it to anybody, I'll cut your neck. Why it's not to be taught to somebody is possibly Devendra has not given the responsibility of teaching to somebody. Not this particular vidya or this particular secret. You're not supposed to teach anybody. You're not yet ready to become a guru or something like that. For this wisdom. If you teach it to anybody, your neck will be cut. You'll be killed. Okay. When that's like a punishment. So Atharvana Rishi learns this wisdom and he realizes Brahman to Madhuvidya, the secret of honey. Two other devatas called Ashwini Devatas. Ashwini Devatas are twins. They heard that Atharvana Rishi has learned this Vidya from Indra, Devendra. They come to Atharvana Rishi and they seek the wisdom of Madhuvidya, the secret of Madhuvidya. Atharvana Rishi tells, oh, if I tell this Vidya, Devendra will kill me. My neck will be cut. The Ashwini Devatas are doctors actually. They are surgeons for Devatas. They make a plan. So it doesn't matter if Indra cuts your neck. What we'll do, first we'll cut your neck ourselves. We'll do a surgical procedure. We'll join horse's neck on your head. You teach us the Brahma Vidya or Madhu Vidya. Then Devendra will come and cut the horse's neck. Then again we'll put back your original neck. We'll do a surgical procedure so that your original neck is preserved. Please teach us the Madhu Vidya. Okay. So this is what this is the background of the story. And Atharvana Rishi teaches Madhu Vidya to Ashwini Devatas. It is told in the form of story. Okay. What are the main what are the essence of the story? The story is a way of delivery. So Devendra tells Atharvana Rishi, this is a secret knowledge, not to tell, you're not supposed to tell to anybody. Many times the secret knowledge is sacred knowledge, very sacred. It's not that by gaining the secret you'll do something about it. It is sacred. If somebody who receives it, who is not eligible for receiving it, receives it, doesn't understand the value of it, it goes waste. Okay. So the idea is not to deny him that knowledge. The idea is wait for him to grow to a stage where he appreciates that knowledge. What is common knowledge? Okay, many times you don't respect that. What is secret knowledge? What is sacred knowledge? You have a craving for that. There is one video called The Secret. Have you heard of this video? The name itself is Secret. And it's sold in millions and millions of copies. The moment something is told as secret, people's ears will become sharp. So, because we have a curiosity. What is the secret? I want to find the secret. So that's why many times the sacred knowledge is kept secret, so that you you have a craving for that. Okay, you want to seek it, and when you seek it, you'll get it. You'll try to receive it with the eagerness. It is like somebody is thirsty. Okay, somebody is given a glass of water. He says, I'm not thirsty. But when he is thirsty, he is ready to do anything to get that glass of water. So the teaching has to be given to somebody who is thirsty for knowledge. Right? The sacred knowledge. Otherwise, that knowledge will be just a waste. Why that knowledge will be waste? Because the knowledge, that person doesn't appreciate it. The same knowledge. When you don't appreciate it, it is not that the giver of knowledge has a problem. The recipient of the knowledge is a problem. Because a day will come when he craves for it, when he is thirsty. But at that time, the knowledge which is available to him, which is common knowledge, he doesn't appreciate it because it's already known to him. Anything has to be given when you seek for it, when you crave for it. Otherwise, you will not appreciate it, value for it. There's no value for it. That's why most of the sacred knowledge is kept a secret. Not to deny people, but the people have to ask for it. The Shishya has to go and ask for it. Seek the master. That's why it's kept secret. Second thing, to get that wisdom, okay, the Shishyas, the disciples, are ready to do anything. Okay, in the sense, Ashwini Devatas are actually subordinates of Indra. Indra is the boss. Okay, their boss will be angry if Atharvana Rishi teaches them the wisdom. Okay, they are ready to cut the neck of Atharvana Rishi, do a surgical procedure for Atharvana Rishi to be able to teach in spite of the anger from Indra. I mean, they are ready to go to any length to receive the wisdom. They have become eligible now. They are going to ready to go to any length. They are ready to face the anger of Indra, who is their boss. They are ready to take care of their master, who will be killed by Indra. Then also it shows Atharvana Rishi is eager. Atharvana Rishi is compassionate. Okay, he has so much of compassion that he is ready to lose his neck also to teach the disciples. Okay, he has so much of compassion. It is said that Sri Ramanujacharya's good guru taught him one mantra. Okay, the mantra gave him mantra, Om Namo Narayanaya, Narayana mantra, and told Ramanujacharya, you are not supposed to teach it to anybody. Not that it's not to deny people, it's only to teach people who seek it, crave for it. If you don't crave for it, what is the use? Let us say you don't have interest in some subject, you give it, what is that? You don't lose the value. Right? I mean, this Vedanta teaching, not everybody can come and receive. Only those who value, receive it. So Rama Ashtakshara mantra or this Narayana mantra, you should not supposed to tell anybody. Then Sri Ramanujacharya asked, what is the benefit of this mantra? Anybody who chants this mantra will go to Vaikuntha, or he will attain Narayana, Vaikuntha Loka. Then Ramanujacharya says, if I teach this mantra to somebody, what will happen to me? He says, you will go to hell. Okay, you will go to hell. So then Ramanujacharya straight away runs to the city center, there is a small hill, and he stands on top of the hill and calls all the people. Anybody wants to go to Vaikuntha, please come. Okay. So then, see, chant Om Namo Narayana. His compassion is so much to save people from, or to help people to go to Narayana. He chants that mantra and everybody starts chanting. Guru gets very angry. I told you not to tell this mantra to Tom, Dick, and Harry. You have to tell the mantra only to deserved people. So Ramanujacharya says, how do I know who is deserved? And how they people don't know that such mantra exists. So I chanted mantra. Whoever wants to take it, let him take it. Then Guru says, you will go to hell. Sri Ramanujacharya says, I am ready to go to hell. If even after 100 people, some people go to Vaikuntha because of this mantra. I don't know who are those some people. Okay. I am telling to everybody, whoever is eligible, let them take this mantra and go to Vaikuntha. This is the compassion of Ramanujacharya. This is the compassion of Advaita Rishi. He is ready to die, neck to be chopped off, for telling Madhu Vidya, or the secret of Brahman in the form of honey of life, to Ashwini Devatas. The story goes, Ashwini Devatas received the Madhu Vidya from him. They cut the Advaita Rishi's neck, place a horse's neck on him. Then he teaches the Madhu Vidya and cuts the neck of Advaita Rishi, and they replace the neck of Advaita Rishi. So this is the background story about Madhu Vidya. The background story is given only to tell you this is not, this is a sacred knowledge only received from a master to a qualified disciple. Okay, and it also shows the compassion of Advaita Rishi. It also shows the compassion, it's the eagerness of Ashwini Devatas. So what is this Madhu Vidya? Let us contemplate on that. Madhuksharanti Sindavaha Mardvinaha Santoshadihi Madhu Nectar Mutoshadi Madhu Matpartivagam Rajaha Madhu Dyaurastu Naha Pita Madhupamno Vanaspati Madhumagam Astu Surya Madhupamno Vanaspati Madhumagam Astu Surya Mardvi Gao Bhavantanaha Mardvi Gao Bhavantanaha. So this is a mantra, it's a Vedic mantra. It is chanted typically during a Abhishekam, when you do Abhishekam for the deity, during puja. Okay. The prayer, actually the Panchamrita Abhishekam means 5 aspects of 5 different offerings you give. You give milk, then curds, honey, then sugar and ghee. You give milk, then curds, honey, then sugar and ghee. Okay, so that is offered to the deity in the form of Panchamrita. Amrita means nectar. The 5 become nectar. Okay, so that time this mantra is chanted. It's a Vedic mantra chanted during that time. So Madhu Vata Ratayate. I am desiring the supreme reality called Brahman, who is most auspicious. Supreme reality called Brahman. Brahman is myself, Atma. Okay. His madhu means pleasing, pleasant. Okay. Auspicious, pleasant, pleasantness. Most auspicious and most pleasant Brahman I am seeking. For me, the entire nature, ultimately all of us are seeking that pleasantness, pleasantness, happiness. May the blowing wind bring happiness, joy, auspiciousness to me. Madhuvata Ratayate. Madhvena Santoshadihi. May that rivers, okay, bring happiness and joy, auspiciousness to me. Oshadihi. Oshadi means the plants bring happiness, joy to me. Ultimately, we are seeking happiness from nature, but the supreme happiness comes from the Brahman. All these are joyful. Madhu, honey, right? The wind brings joy to me. The river brings joy to me. Okay, the plants bring joy to me. The day and night brings joy to me. The pleasantness. The earth brings joy to me. Sun, the cows, all this bring joy to me. May my life, may the life be made pleasant and joyful by all these. I am seeking the joy from all this. Okay, this may all this bring joy. They will bring joy when you realize the essential nature of all this as Brahman. May I realize Brahman in all of this creation, where the wind, the sun, the river, the plants, the cows may know the essential nature of reality Brahman in all of these, so that I am blissful. That is the prayer. So that's why Madhu, this Panchamrita is offered. Panchamrita is five aspects. What are these five aspects? The milk represents our mind, purified mind, pure mind. Okay. Curd represents our thoughts. The ghee represents our intellect, which is churned and wise, wisdom. The sugar represents happiness. The ghee represents our intellect, which is churned and wise, wisdom. The sugar represents happiness. So honey represents happiness, bliss. The sugar represents our speech. So honey represents happiness, bliss. The sugar represents our speech. So like that, our inner qualities are offered to the divine, seeking the divine realization of the self, Atmadna. So that's why this mantra is chanted. Divine realization of the self, Atmadna. So that's why this mantra is chanted. So in this Madhu Vidya, the entire creation of Brahmanda, the earth, everything is considered as a honeycomb. Okay. The entire universe is honeycomb. A honeycomb has honeybees, right? The honeybees, what they do? In the morning they get up, they go and collect honey from flowers and come and deposit in the honeycomb. The first thing in the morning is they get up, they go far and wide, collect the honey and bring and deposit in the honeycomb, right? And all honeybees work for the queen honey. The queen bees is works for the queen bee. Queen bee doesn't do any work. The queen bee is Brahman here, doesn't do any work. All living beings, who are there? It includes I, you, everybody, including devatas, asuras, demons, all are living beings. Everybody is seeking honey from the world. They are trying to extract some honey from the world. Like honey means happiness, right? They are taking honey from they are trying to extract happiness. How? They will work hard for that. Through their actions, they are trying to action and extract drop by drop honey. And then they deposit the honey in the honeycomb. Honeycomb has a big deposit of honey. And all this is done for the sake of queen bee. So like that, all of us are collecting happiness from the world. Little happiness. Happiness from going to a movie, happiness from a cup of coffee, happiness from working. Various kinds of happiness we are trying to gather. For whose sake? For the sake of whom? For the sake of myself. Who is doing that? Jiva, the individual. For the sake of whom? Myself. I want to feel happy. I want to feel blissful. So we are trying to gather happiness and collect happiness. For whose sake? Myself. Who is myself? The real self of me is Brahman, who is non-doer, like a honeybee. We are trying to collect happiness. Okay, conscious of bliss, existence, consciousness, bliss. So we are seeking honey or bliss from all the activities of the world. In essence, we are seeking Brahman, who is honey itself. So like that, analogy of honeycomb is given for the Madhuvidya. The background of honeycomb, background of Madhuvidya is told as teaching of Devendra to Atharvana Rishi, Atharvana Rishi to Ashwini Devata. And why it is called Honey Vidya? Because all of us are seeking happiness. Small happiness. And in essence, we are working for the Brahman. The ultimate happiness, what we are seeking, is nothing but Brahman only. For that, it's told in the form of honeycomb. And this teaching is called Madhukanda. Okay. So what is the teaching of Atharvana Rishi to Ashwini Devatas is what we'll see. So the Upanishad says, everything in the world is depending on something else. There's no independence for any being in the world. One Brahman alone that supreme reality, Brahman alone, appeared manifested as living beings and non-living beings. Living beings include all the animals, plants. Non-living beings includes the mountain, the earth, and the sun. Okay. We are trying to seek joy from the world. We want to, all of our life is our actually only project in life seems to be gathering happiness in life. Is there any other project for you? I want to be happy if I do this. I will be happy if I get this. I'll be happy if I get a job. I'll be happy if I get children. So our entire life seems to be gathering the honey called happiness from life. And this honey called happiness from life requires a cooperation. Nothing in the world can exist independent of each other. The herbivorous animals live on the plants. The carnivorous animals live on the herbivorous animals. The plants give the clean air for us to breathe. The living beings, carnivorous animals, when they die, they become fertilizers for the plant, and the plant grows. So there's a complete universe is nothing but a chain of interconnections, interrelatedness. There's total interdependence in the universe. Not a single person can do independent of anybody else. It's a cooperation venture. Sun shines, okay, water evaporates from the ocean, it becomes the cloud, and cloud rains, and it goes to the river, and river goes back to the ocean. So the nature consists of a series of cooperative processes. In this, one aspect of creation offers something to the other aspect of creation. Okay, this offering is called yajna. Every aspect of creation is offering something to other aspect, and there is a total interdependence here. Right? And every aspect of creation is offering something to somebody else, and somebody is receiving something only to get joy. Ultimately, we are seeking animals and plants. Everybody is seeking some happiness from the activity they do. Even when a cow grazes, it feels happiness. It feels this happiness in grazing. When the calf sucks the milk of the cow, there is happiness, joy. So there is a tremendous exchange is happening in the universe. Ultimately, what are we exchanging? We are exchanging only happiness. We may appear to be exchanging something, but at the deepest level, it's only happiness is being exchanged. And the entire version of the universe is one aspect of creation is giving happiness to other aspect of creation. At the underlying phenomena, the creation, okay, the joy is being shared with each other. The plant produces fruits. The fruit falls. The birds eats. The birds come and eat it. Human beings take the fruits. And after human beings take the fruit, they put the seeds somewhere. So that another plant grows. It's a total cooperative venture. It's called yajna. In yajna, finally, what's coming? What is being exchanged is happiness, joy. The entire creation is joy. But I am suffering. Okay. I am suffering. Why? The entire universe is full of joy and happiness being shared in some way or the other way. and entire universe is doing it out of a service-oriented attitude. Why they become selfish? Because the fabric of entire creation is Brahman. The one reality is the background of all the creation. That's why they are fighting with each other. For example, when I eat food, my fingers go and pick up food. My mouth opens. There's a saliva in the mouth. Then stomach starts digesting. The entire organism is working as a single entity, living being. That's why they cooperate. If my hand brings the food and mouth says, no, I am on the strike today. I am on vacation today. They don't say. They're working as a single organism because throughout my body, a single life is there. That's why they're working as single together. This entire creation, one single life is there. It is called Brahman. That's why they work together. There's a unifying factor there. Otherwise, each of them is working for each of themselves. Are you getting what I'm saying? The order is there in the universe. Basic order is there in the universe because the Brahman is manifesting as order. The supreme reality is manifesting as order. But for that supreme reality manifesting as order, there's a complete disorder. There's no cooperation possible. The cooperation is possible because there's an order. Because behind the order, one reality called Brahman is there. The Brahman is manifesting as order. And in this order, joy is being exchanged. Because Brahman is supreme bliss. So that's why in the universe, entire universe, only joy is being exchanged. Why I am feeling miserable, my dear? Why I am feeling miserable? Because I am not able to see the beauty of this creation where entire universe is working as a single fabric. My mind is looking at the things in a compartmental way. The entire fabric of the organic fabric of the universe I'm cutting into pieces because of my selfish nature. But for human beings, the entire nature is in bliss. Animals are in bliss. Okay? Of course, they are in bliss out of ignorance. They have no wisdom. The plants and trees are in bliss. They are also in ignorance. But it's a bliss. The sky and earth and water. And this working as a single life, one life. And that one life is called Virat Purusha. Why I am suffering? Because I am feeling separation from this creation. Just because I am able to build a house, just because I am able to have some more has an intellect and I try to create my own private universe, I feel separated from the nature, totality. And I try to exploit it as much as possible. Okay. The Upanishad is saying, look at the organic nature of the universe. This universe, entire universe is one living being. Okay? Where all parts are cooperating with each other. Once you start understanding the underlying principle behind this universe, the underlying principle behind this universe is called Brahman, awareness. And you start recognizing your nature as that awareness. From a selfish human being, you start growing and you start realizing the Brahman or the self within, pure awareness. And you start becoming a universal being who is genuinely interested in the welfare of the world rather than selfishness. And that human being, from a selfish human being, he raises himself to a Brahmana or knower of truth or knower of self. And he is the one who sees the harmony everywhere because he's the Brahman within and Brahman within and without. He sees that supreme reality, and that is the secret of the real honey. There's a supreme honey or bliss it attains. Otherwise, our life is a mess. Is it clear? Okay. So now, yeah, this Rishi, who is that Rishi of Atharvana Rishi, goes ahead with the teaching. Basically, see here, the essential teaching is when we see the order in the universe, when we see how the universe is universe is a single living being, this is what is called Ishvara or Brahman. We start seeing joy. We start seeing that oneness, experience of oneness is or makes is what brings us bliss, joy. Where our selfish mind is splitting that oneness into what is in it mean, what is the benefit for me. Okay. Instead of that, what I can do to this creation, Loka Kalyana, I am trying to seek, and the seeking makes me miserable. The universe itself is out of joy. Because one who is in the background of the universe, Brahman, is infinite bliss. From infinite bliss, how mess can come? The mess is because of our human mind. Misery. Wrong understanding. Only right understanding can save us. Right understanding can only bring the supreme bliss. So Rishi starts giving the teaching. Okay. The teaching of Madhuvidya. So basically, Madhuvidya is nothing but the organic fabric of the universe. He is trying to point to you various ways how universe is interlinked. It's a cooperative venture. It's a service oriented, yajna oriented. Through various examples, he's trying to bring it to your notice. And he's telling that all this cooperation, all these aspects of the universe to work in unison, there should be some underlying force which we don't see. And that is Brahman. From the universe, he is trying to point our attention. From the order in the universe, from the harmony in the universe, he is trying to point us to something which is beyond what is visible in the universe. That is the source of the universe. Okay. So he takes one example now. He takes the example of Earth. Earth as an example. So the Earth is actually it's called Kshamaya Dharitri. The Earth is embodiment of Kshamaya means what? Forgiveness. We do a lot of things to the earth. We dig earth, we damage, we create. Earth includes all the environment, right? We do so much of degradation. But the Mother Earth looks us at it very compassion. Okay, whatever you do, she is tolerant. Kshamaya Daritri. the earth itself is made up of elements, not the gross elements. The subtle elements mix in various proportions to produce the 5 elements, gross elements. The subtle elements called Panchatanmatras. 5 subtle aspects of creation. They mix together to produce the grosser earth. So the earth itself is a result of cooperation of other 4 elements: the wind, the space, the fire, and the water. Okay, and earth in turn supports all these 5 elements. The earth supports wind, the fire, the water, and the space. This is a mutual cooperation. Okay, is happening with respect to earth. It is said that Devatas and Asuras sat for. Devatas and Asuras are fighting. Okay, they're fighting for nectar, Amrita. I want to drink nectar, and the nectar, and one who drinks the nectar, becomes immortal, eternal. Immortal, eternal. So then Mohini puts one condition on all these people. I'll serve Amrita in your plate, but there's a condition. Okay. She brings the wooden pieces and ties to the hands of each person so that they can't bend the hand. Now drink as much Amrita you want. Everybody's hands are tied with the wooden pieces. Wooden pieces is you put what is it, like a so you cannot bend your hand, or okay, you put it as if you are putting a hand through a bamboo shoot, so you are not able to bend your hand. Now she says, now as much Amrita you want to drink, as much you can drink with a spoon. The Asuras and Devatas are, they started wondering, how do I drink Amrita now in this condition? They were into I feed it to you and you feed it to me. Whereas Asuras are busy fighting with each other. Don't touch my nectar. This is my cup. Okay. And that's how it is said Devatas become immortal, because they were able to drink Amrita with that condition. There was a timeout of also. Half an hour you have to finish that cup. In half an hour, the Asuras spent fighting with each other. And in half an hour, Devatas drank as much Amrita as possible by feeding to other. So this was a story told to indicate the divine quality means the quality of service. A service to the other. There is no other, because if you are giving Amrita to you, that person, that Devata is feeding Amrita to you. The entire universe is cooperating with each other. So the 5 elements of nature, earth element is because of the cooperation of other 4 elements, and other 4 elements are because of the cooperation of earth element. Earth element. They are totally interdependent. You understand? We can get more and more joy in life by serving each other rather than selfish nature. Selfishness. And this serving each other is called yajna, offering. Because you are serving yourself. Yourself is Brahman. That's why it is said Vishnu is the recipient of all, Vishnu is the Aditevata for all yajna. Whatever yajna you do, it goes to Vishnu. The underlying reality of all this is consciousness, and that is Brahman. So ultimately, when you serve others, when you help others, It comes to you as Brahman. When you see the other and fight with others, there's only suffering. Forgetting that entire creation is exchanging joy in various forms. Right? So the earth is because of the cooperation of four elements, five elements, other four elements. Each element is cooperation of other elements. Then earth itself is supporting all plants and living beings. Right? For example, we are supported by earth. We are also made up of five elements. Our body is made up of earth element predominantly. So we are supported by earth. And all living beings are supported by earth. And living beings support each other. The plants provide food to animals. Animals become food to other animals. And all animals die and become fodder to plants and go back to earth and become fertilizer for the plants. All this is possible because the entire creation is supported by Brahman. Brahman himself, the supreme reality of awareness, the entire creation is supported by Brahman. Brahman himself, the supreme reality of awareness itself, and water and fire. This one reality beyond all this. How is that one reality? The earth exists, the space exists, the fire exists, Brahman, the space exists, the fire exists. Brahman is existence principle behind all of this. And existence principle is one. Okay. So Brahman is the fabric of the universe in the form of existence principle. I cannot see existence. I can see existence only in the form it takes. Okay. And Brahman, it's Brahman himself appears in our body or human in the body of living beings in the form of consciousness, Chaitanya. Okay. So that Purusha, entire creation is experienced by human beings, and it all goes back to Purusha because the Purusha himself has become all this. The consciousness itself has become appeared as existence and manifesting as existence and manifesting as various aspects and experiencing itself. So what is happening here? The consciousness itself is experiencing itself. In your dream, you became a dream girl and you ate a dream apple and you enjoyed it. Okay. Who is experiencing whom now? Your mind in the form of dream girl is experiencing the apple in the form of mind in the form of apple. Similarly, consciousness is experiencing itself as creation. All the aspect of creation is consciousness manifesting itself. Consciousness creation is consciousness manifesting itself. Consciousness experience itself. And there's a joy in this creation. And when there's a forgetfulness for the consciousness in individuals, that I am a part of this whole, I am this whole, there's a suffering for the individual consciousness, suffering at the individual level because of forgetfulness. Otherwise, it's a totality, one reality which is operating. One who, this means actually entire creation working is the honey, this honey of life, joy, bliss. Okay. So there's a bliss in nature because of ignorance. There's a suffering in human beings because of ignorance. Everywhere there's a bliss, ignorance is bliss because they don't have past and future. They say in human being, the ignorance causes stress, because human being, the faculty called intellect and mind, creates so much of a thought processes, it becomes stress. So only way human being can get out stress is to understand I am this consciousness, I am this awareness, Brahman, underlying all this reality. In living beings, I only manifest as consciousness. In non-living beings, I only manifest as existence. As existence and consciousness, I am infinite. This understanding brings peace, and bliss. And that is called Madhu, honey of life. Is it clear? Have I communicated the honey of life clearly? So tomorrow we'll complete the Madhu Vidya. Is Madhu Vidya clear? It's not being